So around 2014, as I told you, I started flipping Instagram accounts.
How old were you then?
14. So I started flipping Instagram accounts because 2012, 2013, 2014 was really just the birth of influence marketing. As I said, that's how companies like Movement ended up exiting for 100 million. Plus, I think they got another 100 million in stock options, if I'm correct. But anyway, the point is, just a glorified dropshipping business, ends up selling for 100 million. Is because of just the insane reach that they got through influencer marketing. So what I started to do was I started learning how to grow Instagram accounts, and I started growing Instagram accounts. I would buy an account and I would flip it, so then I could sell watch promotions, I could sell case promotions, I could sell sunglass promotions, and I'd make some money from that, and then I'd sell it on. And now going into the age of 15, I'm getting super into the gym. I'm getting, I would basically reach out to people online and ask them to send me the PDF version. This would be like 150, 200 pages of level 3 qualification, which is what you need to become a full-time personal trainer.
Yeah.
Obviously I was 15, so I couldn't become like a qualified personal trainer, but at least I can learn all the biomechanics, just everything that comes with being, learn the difference between your thoracic, your cervical, your lumbar, different points in your spine. So I started learning that, and then I was like, okay, cool, but I need to sell this thing. So I started pitching all my friends' parents around the dinner table. Whenever I was at my friend's parents' house, I would sell them all like 3-month packages, like, let me train you, I'll do your nutrition, I'll set up your macros, etc., etc. And I did that for a year. Every single quarter, I just aggressively remove as much complexity as possible from my agency, to the point now with my agency, I'm routinely making $60,000, $70,000, $80,000, $90,000 a month profit.
Yeah.
Like July was my first ever $100,000 a month profit.
Insane. Cash
collected from my agency. And just to be entirely honest, like, I worked 3-4 hours a week on my agency.
Yeah.
Not to say that you're gonna make that amount of money working 3 or 4 hours. It took me years and years of building systems, and like, that's the other thing, is like, I will look at other people working, just repetitively doing the same thing for, let's say, 100 hours. Whereas with me, like, I'd rather spend 200 hours, but in that 200 hour build a system, just being very honest with myself as to what the drawbacks are with having an agency.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like a lot of people get into the agency space and they just accept the drawbacks. Like, most people accept the fact that your clients are going to be annoying.
Yeah.
You're going to have to deal with communication and this stuff. And I was just like, no, how can I almost just try to productize what is a service? Because at the end of the day, I'm in a service-based business, having an agency, but how can I make it as much of a product as possible? If you already have a successful business, so say for example, someone like you, like for you to get to the next level, or for me to get to the next level, it's about elimination.
Yeah.
It's about elimination. It's not about adding extra stuff on. When you first start and you've got nothing there, then obviously add some stuff in, take on some workload, etc., etc. So for me, I don't look at it only in terms of my business. I look at it in terms of the other areas of my life. So everything is just streamlined. So there's certain things that even if you might enjoy doing them, you have to either delegate or you have to automate. Or I'd say delegating and automating it is fine. The thing that stings the most is when you just realize that some shit in your life you just have to get rid of.
Yeah.
I could spend a day shooting and editing 4 videos, and that's my weekly video done for the entire month. And I don't have to, and I can schedule that, and it's all done, and my team will do the thumbnails and the keywords and descriptions, etc., etc. And like, I don't have to think about that. I tell people when you first start, you should not be doing more than 4 hours of work a day.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, you actively should not let yourself, because you don't have the mental fortitude to. The way that I see it is, that would be like, if you've never been to the gym before and you go into the gym and hustle, grind, work 12, 14-hour days, and I'm like, that is like telling someone who is super scrawny, has never been to the gym, go to the gym for the first time and start by deadlifting 250 kilos.
Exactly.
It's like, no, you start off by deadlifting 60 kilos with good form.
Yeah.
And then you progressively overload from there. In the same way the same way that you progressively overload when you're in the gym, you have to progressively overload in terms of how much work you're doing.